Spins 92.9, blazing the Atlanta airwaves with all the heat.
That's right. It is your girl, Tampa Mystic, and we are live right here in ATL on Spins 92.9. And tonight, I heard we got South Carolina in the building. Young Mack, what is going on, family? How you doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
All is well. All is well. Thank you for being here tonight.
No doubt. You're welcome.
Yeah, most definitely. So we're going to dive in because I got a lot to talk to you about. So I want to start right here. For any new listeners that are just discovering you tonight, who is Young Mack in your own words?
Oh, man. Young Mack is an innovator, a guy that tells his life story and experiences that he went through in life.
I love that. I love that. Is all of that incorporated into what we're hearing in your music?
Yes, most definitely.
I love it. So coming out of Greenville, South Carolina, you know, shout out to Greenville, shout out to the Star. We had a great conversation.
Yeah, shout out to
Definitely. Greenville's definitely a dope city. I've been out there a few times. They've showed me a ton of love when I came out there for like music industry events and stuff. Would you say that Greenville shaped who you are and your mindset through your music?
Yes, most definitely. The different areas of Greenville that I lived in definitely shaped, and the times that I lived in, the eras. I came up in the 90s, so as a kid in the 90s, you know, we seen a lot growing up.
Yeah. Sure did. Listen, I'm a 70s baby. So 90s for me was, I graduated in 92, right? So like I was a teenager, you know, into my early 20s in the 90s. And I'll tell you, if I could rewind and have the technology we have today, but the era of the 90s, I would take it.
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. I tell people all the time, I like us being the kids, because I'm an 80s baby. So us growing up in the 90s, like we was the guinea pig for the technology that they have now.
Man, that is facts. It was such a beautiful time. And I think it was because it was just kind of starting out with a lot of the technology, but people weren't so like hooked on it. Like now it's like people they damn near sleep with their cell phones, you know, like.
yeah. I mean, I could, you walk into a building and everybody is just down, face down in the phone. They don't know what's going on.
Man, that is same thing. Like if you go out, you know, to dinner or to a venue or something, like everybody head down looking in their phones. It's like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy. But I you know, it's a bittersweet. I'm here for it because, you know, without the technology, we wouldn't be doing the stuff we're doing right now, right?
Exactly.
So what do you hope that your audience understands about you from your music?
Just get a better understanding of who I am as a person, as an individual, what I offer what I bring to the table, and what I offer with my music. I try to always put a message in my music to resonate with someone if they're going through a hard time, or if they feel like giving up, or everything's not working in their favor. I always try to encourage them to keep going. You know, never give up.
I love that. We need that type of positivity spread to the world because there's so much ugly and negative. There's a lot of beautiful stuff, but there's a lot of negativity out here too. So I commend you for spreading that type of energy and positivity through your music because we definitely need it.
For sure.
Which era of music would you say impacts you the most?
Oh, wow. So I was raised by my grandmother and my mother, so I got like kind of both of the best worlds. I got the era of my grandmother, which was the doo-wop era and the soul and funk era, and then with my mom, I got that new jack swing into the 90s when hip-hop, the golden era of hip-hop. The second leg of golden era, because the 80s was the golden era of hip-hop.
Yeah, absolutely. I miss that. Definitely. Would you say that without maybe purposely trying to sound like those eras, do you draw inspiration from them that we may hear in your music?
Yeah, most definitely. I am a huge fan of the late great Tupac Shakur. So I draw a lot from his experiences. I know a lot of people just talk about the thuggish side, but I go into like the knowledge and the revolutionary and what he was trying to bring to the table with unifying not just black people but everybody.
Yeah.
So I bring that to the table.
I agree. It's ironic because the last interview I just did before you, he was also mentioning that Tupac was one of his big inspirations. And I told him, I said, my very first tattoo that I ever got was on my ankle and it said Thug Life because I just, like you said, man, it wasn't like about always that thuggish lifestyle. He was here bringing unity and people, there were people who didn't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, but he's a true icon. He's a legend. And I feel like there'll never be another Tupac for sure.
Never.
Definitely. So your newest single is called Hold On. What was the headspace that you were in when you were creating this track?
Oh man, when I was creating that track, it was early in the year. I think the plane crash that just happened where the 67 passengers died. And I was watching the news, the presidential election, all that was going on. And I just incorporated all of that into this song.
I love it because, again, it hits with that emotion and people resonate with that. When there's like emotion, like raw emotion, people can resonate with that because maybe they didn't exactly go through that situation, but they may know somebody who did or something similar. So it becomes relatable to people.
Right. Real, recognize real.
100%. Absolutely. So you blend like hip hop, R&B, and soul very, very effortlessly. Was the fusion intentional from the start, or is that something that has evolved over time?
No, I say it was intentional from the start. Like I said before, I had the kind of like the best of both worlds, from the old school music to the new school music, up even to the current music. It all blends together. So it was intentional, most definitely.
I love it. Your storytelling is like a standout feature for your music. Mm-hmm. Where do you majority of the time draw inspiration from when you're writing about real life?
Like I said before, I just go and I think back on situations that I've been in, and I draw from that, or something that I could be going through currently. I would just take from it, or it may be I hear somebody else might be going through something, and I might take from what they saying and incorporate it. So it may sound like it's coming from me or something that I experienced, but it's really something that they're going through.
Definitely, 100%. And I love that because I hear that fairly often. I'll have artists tell me, like I'll ask them the inspiration behind a particular song and they're like, oh, that's something that my best friend went through. And they're basically telling their story for them. And I love that because everybody has a story to tell.
Right. Most definitely.
Can you share the creative process behind the latest album, Life Gets Real?
Life Gets Real. It was just so much going on. Like I said before, the presidential election. I had personal stuff going on with my kids, and then my friend that was on the show, shout out to the star, he had personal issues going on. So I just took different pieces from different places and I just put it all together.
And how long was this album in the works?
I say I did in the span of like 6 months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
6 months in the works, but it's probably a lifetime of experience that we can hear in it.
Right. Most definitely.
Man, that is really, really dope. And that was released in 2024. So anybody that's, out there that may want to go check it out, it's a 6-song. It's actually an EP. It's a 6-song EP. So it's an easy listen, 21 minutes. I like the cover too. Who designed the cover for you? We got the hat on.
Oh man. Yeah. Appreciate it. My boy, 87 MPG, he did that. He's out of, I want to say, Arkansas.
Okay.
Oklahoma. He's in that area. He's in the Midwest area.
It really it came out super, super dope. So shout out to him and his creative mind.
No doubt.
Definitely. Being that you're in South Carolina, I know that like in the Carolinas, Southern soul is a very big genre. Is that something that really interests you right now?
I mean, I'm up for anything, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to just expand out more.
Right. 100%. I feel like when you're open to that, whether you're actually creating it or you're collaborating with an artist who does create that, it opens you up to a broader audience.
Correct.
Definitely. Over the years that you've been doing this music, would you say that how you define your outlook on success has changed from when you first started till now?
Um, yes. Um, because when I first started out rapping, in 2009, I had a partner, that was an inspiring rapper. And he tragically lost his life 2 weeks after his 21st birthday.
Oh man.
So, yeah, and he really was my inspiration to go more into it because I wasn't really rapping before. I would be around him, he'd be freestyling and stuff like that, and he was a reason. And I got a cousin, he's well known, go by the name of Fraser Trill. He was another inspiration.
Shout out to everybody that's been an inspiration along your journey, because I feel like everybody has a pivotal role, whether they're with you for a lifetime or not, because some people are intended to be there just for a season, right? But
Correct.
they were put there for a reason. Whatever that season was, it still made some sort of impact on your life. So do you look at like maybe what you thought was success back then differently now? Because I know a lot of times people start out, whether it's in their career, music, and success in their younger years is making a lot of money, maybe buying some new jewelry. But then as they get older, it's like, success is taking care of my family and having a,
Right. Yeah, most definitely. Because like I was saying before, I started in '09, so I had to be at least 20, 21 maybe.
Yeah.
So my mind state then was like, oh, I'm gonna make this song, I'm about to blow up, and it didn't happen like that. It's not an overnight process. Went through a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of failures, but I chose not to give up. I chose to keep going with it. So,
Would you
yeah.
still want to do music if money was not involved? And I mean, like, if there was no payout on the digital platforms, there was no payout on getting paid for shows. Like, is it that much of a passion for you?
Yes, I love music. Yes, I would do it even if there was no money involved, or if it was no notoriety, none of that. I would definitely continue to be doing music. I just love it. So it brings a peace. It's like a hobby to me. It brings calmness to me. If I'm upset, I can go and write something down, just to let it out, a way of letting out my emotions or my anger.
Yes, because music is truly like a form of therapy.
Correct.
It is a form of therapy. We're human beings, so that human element kicks in, and we all have emotions, some people more than others, and we need an outlet to be able to pour that into. Music is that for you. Do you put pen to paper, or how is your writing process? What is it looking
I
like?
I most definitely do pen to paper. I'm old school with it. I love writing it down. It's just something about writing it down with a pen and a pad. It's just something about it. I love it.
I feel like every artist should experience that, because I'll be honest, I interview a lot of young artists, like I'm talking like 20, 21, and I'll ask them if they've ever written a song, and they say no. All they do is get in the studio and punch in, and I'm not
Yeah.
knocking that, but I will challenge them. Go sit down, pick up a pen, a pad, and write a song and just see how it makes you feel.
Right. When you sit down writing, you might not know what you come up with. Because punching in is cool, like you said. I don't knock that, but you don't punching in is totally different from writing, because when you write, you can just sit down and actually think about what you're gonna say, or you can scratch it out and put something in. With punching in, you go in and say something. If you don't like it, you got to go in and re-record the whole thing over again.
Absolutely, absolutely. And just the art of sitting down writing, that itself is a form of therapy, because it's a great way to pour your emotion out onto that piece of paper.
Exactly.
100%.
Exactly.
So congratulations on winning the Shorty Rock We Run the City showcase. Okay, big ups,
No
big
doubt.
ups.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Shout out to Shotty Rock. ATL, y'all got a good one down there with y'all. Believe that.
Yeah, so Shorty Rock and I go way, way, way back. I met Shorty Rock probably about 14 years ago, because we both lived in Tampa at the time, right? And
Okay.
I was doing artist showcases, and he had came out when he was really heavy doing his music thing, and he came out and blessed the stage at one of my showcases, and we've been locked in ever since. So shout out to Shorty Rock, man, and I love the fact that he's putting on for artists. What did it mean to you to win this showcase, as a veteran in the music game?
Wow, man, I wasn't expecting to win. Like I said before, I went through so many trials and tribulations because when I first started out, I was messing with a company out of Cleveland, Ohio, by the name of Gorilla Productions. I'm not even sure if they're around anymore. And they did like Battle of the Bands where you have to sell tickets. And you know when you're an up and coming artist or an unknown artist, you try to sell tickets to an individual on the street, they look at you crazy.
Yeah.
So that didn't work out. But with Shawty Rock, me and the Star went down there. We performed a song that we got out. It's called "So Much Pressure." Everybody check that out. So we performed it. And we didn't think we were gonna win because there was so much talent there, and so many good artists there, and it kind of shocked both of us when we won. So, but it was a great experience. It just motivated us both to keep going.
Definitely. How has your journey over the last 14 years or, ish in the music industry, how has it prepared you for the moment that you're in right now?
Oh, it just prepared me to, just like I said, just before, to keep going, never give up. It's been plenty of times I wanted to quit, but I just kept going with it.
Man, what brought you back in? With the times that you were thinking about quitting, what kept you from quitting? What drew you back in and got you back on track?
Be honest, it would be my three daughters. I got three girls, and they all daddy girls. So they would be going around the house. They be rapping one of my songs that I wrote. I'm like, okay, so I got something here. If they can do it, if they listening to it, and they think it's hot, man, I can keep going with it.
I know that's right, because your daughters, like your kids, no matter what their age is, they're always going to keep it G. They're going to be transparent. They're going to let you know if this is good or not. You can tell by the expression on their face.
Exactly.
How has fatherhood changed your life?
Oh man, I was a father early. I was a father at 17 years old, so I had to grow up quick.
Yeah.
It definitely was not an easy journey, but I wouldn't change it for nothing. I love my girl.
Yeah, I know that's right. When we have kids, it instantly becomes bigger than us.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel you, because I had my son at 19. So I was like literally just out of high school. And like you said, I wouldn't change it for nothing. Like it was difficult, having kids because we're still kind of kids, 17 and 19. We're just really starting our life, but
yeah. In
hindsight, looking back, I'm like, I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. That's a beautiful blessing. Do your girls live near you in the Greenville area?
They do. Two live with me, and my oldest, she stays with her mom in the Greenville area. But yeah, they're definitely close to me.
I love it. That's beautiful right there. So you're known for like your high energy stage presence. That's how you won this Shawty Rock event, right?
Correct. What
are some of the things that you do to connect with your crowd during a show?
Oh man, we just, eye to eye contact. We might jump off in the crowd. It just depends on the mood and what we into that day. So we just go with the flow of that day, of that moment, living in the moment.
Yes. That's what we got to do, man. Live in the moment. Like, on a long scale, we got to plan for our future, but on a day-to-day, we have to live in the moment, because I feel like that's how we enjoy it the most.
You got to live in the moment, because you never know when it's over with.
That is facts. That's the one guarantee in life, is that we're all going to check out at some point in time, right?
That's right.
And I feel like if we think too much about the future, it's going to stress us out, because let's be honest, we don't have a lot of control over that. We have control over what's right now.
Exactly. Nobody knows what the future holds.
Facts. We can plan and make goals, but who's to say it's going to work out like that? So I agree with you. Living in the moment is definitely the best way to be. When you get in the building, before you hit the stage, are you moving around, networking and meeting people, shaking hands?
Moving around, networking, shaking hands, meeting people, kissing babies if I have to. Yes.
Shaking hands and kissing babies. I love it. So, you always want to properly introduce yourself to your audience. I know that you mentioned that's something important to you. What's one thing people often maybe get wrong about you that you would like to correct? Or are they always right about you?
the thing that people, I feel like the thing that people get wrong about me, they judge me off of my facial expressions. It's like a family trait. we always look like we angry, but we're not angry. Just sit down, talk to me, get to know me. I'm a real funny person. I love cracking jokes, love laughing. I just really love having fun.
I know that's right. It's so funny because what you said, I feel like you described me as well, because people be thinking I'm mean, and I'm like, bro, I am not a mean person. I'm very, very kind. I'm firm and I stand on business, and some people they take that as being mean.
Right. And I'm stubborn. I'm a Taurus, so
hold on. We the same person. I'm a Taurus too. When's your birthday?
Okay. My birthday is May 18th.
Okay. So I'm April 29th. I'm an April Taurus, but listen, we Taurus to the bone, right?
To the bone grippers.
See, you understand me. You feel me. You get it. Yes, because there's something about us Taurus that we're very firm about our business. We stand on what we believe, and sometimes it may come across as a little harsh, but we mean well.
Right, exactly.
So
we just misunderstood. That's all. We just misunderstood.
Absolutely. We need to get a shirt that say Tauruses are misunderstood. We the Taurus gang.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. What's one message or value that fans should always walk away with after hearing your music?
Like I said, numerous times throughout the interview, never give up.
Yeah.
You might fail, but never give up. Because you only fail when you give up. So never give up, fans. Never give up, audience. Always keep going, no matter what it is that you do, whether it's music, or cooking, if you want to be in a radio field like Tampa here, just never give up. Keep going and strive for your goals, because you never know what might come out of it.
Absolutely, 100%. So let me ask you this. Anybody who's maybe struggling with that, like they're a little lost and they're not finding their way, what do you feel like should be their next move? Because there are people out here who are just truly lost, and they're like, man, I don't know which direction I need to go. Any gems or tips or advice you could offer them on how to not give up?
Get around people that's positive and that have the same aspirations of you and the same goals of you, or just a person that wants to succeed in life. Because we all went through negativity or been around somebody that's negative all the time, and nobody wants to be around that all the time.
At all. Say it again.
At all.
Bruh, I say that all the time, man. Like, nobody wants to deal with an a-hole. Like, who wants to be around? Because it drains you. It drains your good energy.
Yeah, it do.
So you're right. That was a perfect answer that you gave. Surround yourself with people, positive people that really want to see you win, because there's people out here who don't want to see you win. They're envious, they're jealous, they're haters, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Block them folks out.
Exactly.
So what are you working on right now, young Mack? Do you have, I know you've got singles and stuff, but do you have any collaborations, any upcoming projects, anything that you're excited about?
Yeah, so my guy that actually produced the song that we're about to play in a few minutes, Levitas, he has a song coming out called Freezer I'm featured on that should be dropping in the next couple of weeks. I'm actually working on an album right now, a 10-track album titled I Am Young Mack. So be on the lookout for that. Okay.
Without giving us too much, what can we expect differently from this project versus your previous project?
I'm just going more in depth and meeting, introducing myself more to the audience.
Yeah. I love that. I feel like that's the thing is, I heard somebody say in one of my interviews, he's like a music executive, and he said, artists should chase their fans. Don't chase the labels, chase your fans, because your fans are the ones who are going to build you up to get to the labels if that's where you're trying to go. I said, man, that's so true.
Really, definitely true.
Yeah.
Definitely true.
Catering to your fans. Are you on like all social platforms, or is Instagram your main social platform?
I am on all platforms. My Facebook is Young Mack SC 864. My Instagram is Young Mack SC, and my YouTube is Young Mack SC. TikTok, I don't know how long it's gonna be around, audience, but My TikTok is Young Mack 864.
I wish they
It's
would.
all in my bio. It's all in my bio.
Got you. Yeah, I wish they would make up their mind about this doggone TikTok situation. Like,
I know, man. It's crazy.
it is crazy. If you had to describe your next chapter of your career, what would you say it is going to look like for you?
The next chapter of my career, going to the next level. In the next 5 years, I'm trying to be in stadiums. I want a large audience crowd. I want a large crowd. I want to perform in a large crowd, bigger venues, money, and all that.
Yeah, I love it. Are you looking to potentially expand out on other business ventures, whether it's related to music or not?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I would love to get into like movies. I'm not writing books.
Okay.
I got a book that I wrote when I was in high school. I never really ever published it. I would love to get that published. It's like kind of like an autobiography of my family in a way. So yeah, most definitely.
I think you should. I think put that on your bucket list of something that you make sure that you do in this lifetime. Get that book published.
Oh yeah.
We got the Young Mack autobiography coming soon. You heard it here first.
Coming soon. Yes, most definitely.
To a bookstore near you.
Exactly. Barnes and Noble.
Barnes and Nobles and Amazon.com.
Exactly.
Before we check out the record, is there anything else that you have in the pipeline, in the works that we did not talk about that the audience needs to know about?
No, I think we covered it all. My next goal is to get this album finished up, completed. I record all my own music.
Okay.
Labatis does a lot of my beats, and this project is actually produced by one producer, which is out of Miami, Florida. He's kind of big in the industry. Shout out to Ambience Beats. He's on Instagram as well. You guys can look him up and follow him, connect with him, do dope tracks.
Super dope. So you record yourself. Do you also audio engineer? Do you mix the music as well?
I do a little mix, and then I'm with United Masters, so they have a tool on there where they can master it themselves too. So
right, absolutely. That way you're putting out the best quality possible. I love it.
Correct.
That's so important. I'm glad that you said that, because a lot of artists don't know that them resources are available, and it's as simple as, just doing your research, doing your homework. There's a lot of good resources out there. Perhaps if an artist doesn't have a connection with a mastering engineer that's going to, get their quality sound all the way right and put them finishing touches on it.
Right.
Really, really dope. So the record is called Hold On. Are you planning on shooting a music video for it?
Yes, I'm in the works of shooting a music video for that. I'm actually going to shoot a couple music videos to my EP that I released last year. And me and the Star, which is his song, So Much Pressure, that I said that it is out. We got a video shoot in, I want to say 2 weeks.
Okay.
So be on the lookout for that.
All right. So that's definitely something we can be on the lookout for. And also, one more question. Is there outlets like in Greenville, such as podcast platforms, mic drop platforms? There's a ton of that out here in Atlanta. Are there people in Greenville doing that as well for the artist?
I don't know about necessarily the mic drops. I'm pretty sure it is, but I know definitely we got bukus of podcasts up here on ATG, right off the top of my head, is one of them.
Okay.
Stands for Anything Goes. They do a lot of work with a lot of the local artists. There's so much talent here in Greenville. We just need the opportunity to get out there more.
Definitely. Do you ever make it out here to Atlanta? Because you guys are just literally a couple hours outside of Atlanta.
Me and the Star was actually in Atlanta maybe 2 weeks ago. We was at one of Charlie Rock's other events that he had, like his part 2 to Run the City. So we was out there. And I think I might be back out there in September sometime.
Okay.
With him again.
Super dope. I have to be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, that's a bit. So I know you gave out your social platforms just a minute ago, but I'm going to ask you one more time. Anybody that wants to follow you, give out your social media platforms one more time.
Okay. Anybody want to follow me, you can get at me at Facebook on Young Mack SC864. My Instagram is Young Mack SC. And my YouTube is Young Mack SC.
Definitely. And one more question. Who do you want to give thanks to that's been loving you and supporting you through your journey?
Oh, Yeah, we ain't got time for all that. But first and foremost, I want to give thanks to God. Without God, none of this is possible. I want to give a shout out to my wife, my 3 kids, the star, Fraser Trill, and everybody else that supported me in my journey up to this point.
I love it. I love it. All glory to God, right?
Most definitely.
And thank you, young Mack, for being here tonight. I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, most definitely. And anybody who may have missed this, if you're tuning in a little bit late, it will be up on the website, within the next 48 hours, probably less, but it'll be up on the website. You guys can go back and run that up, and I do upload it through my podcast platform. So it hits Apple Podcast, it hits Spotify podcast, it hits iHeartRadio, it hits Samsung, it hits about 15 different platforms. So it's going, wherever you stream your podcast at, you'll be able to listen to it.
Oh wow, artists, y'all heard that? Go stream it.
Yes, we do distribution for our podcast the same way artists would do distribution for their music, because we would just want to make sure it hits everywhere. That way people can listen to it from wherever they stream.
Right. Most definitely.
Absolutely. Well, again, bro, it's definitely a pleasure to have you on the line tonight. We got this record loaded up, ready to go. It is in rotation with us here on Spins 92.9. If you can introduce it, we'll check it out.
Yo, it's the King, Young Mack. This is my new single, Hold on Spins 92.9. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Visit us online at
www.spins929.com.
Hold up, wait a minute,